Hello today, yeah, and today I'm going to be talking about Ferrari fanboys. Now, I love winding these people up. I do love winding, because in Facebook groups, all the Ferrari fanboys going on about what happened last week with Max Verstappen. They're all blaming Max Verstappen because he caused the crash. Well, he didn't, it was Vettel's fault. We all know that. But if you're a Vettel or a Ferrari fan, no, it was Max Verstappen's fault. It was clearly to see that it was fucking Vettel's fault. He tried to turn in on him. You know, he was on the outside. Where they're supposed to go? Just stop the car. Just stop. Both stop and just, oh, go on after you. No. That's what Ferrari expect. No. You're racing. You know. And what really pisses me off about them, they're quickly, oh, it was Verstappen's fault. It was Verstappen's fault. You know, we just watched the Grand Prix today. He won. Ferrari, oh yeah, he beat Hamilton. Oh yes. Right, you was blaming him one time, blaming him last time for causing the wreck, even though it was Vettel's fault. And now he's won the race. Oh, brilliant. Hamilton didn't win. Well, Hamilton still beat Vettel. And come on, what was Vettel thinking today? Slowing down lap. Lance Stroll was just in front of him. What does Vettel do? Charge up behind him and cut in front of him. And what do? Oh, I blame Lance Stroll. No, it wasn't his fault. In fact, what was he supposed to do? You know, he comes up behind him and just literally cuts in on him. Oh, we'll blame Lance Stroll. Why? Oh, well, Ferrari can just blame who we want. Yeah, and Ferrari fanboys, yeah. I guarantee if Lance Stroll gets anywhere near Hamilton and finishes in front, oh, Lance Stroll, brilliant. Oh, what a brilliant driver he is. Fucking hell. You know, sometimes, people will say to me, oh, it would be the other way round if it was Lewis Hamilton. No, if Lewis Hamilton causes the crash, then it's his fault. You can see if he did what Vettel did, yeah, it's clearly his fault. No matter, doesn't matter who did it, it was that person's fault. Yes, I'd like to see the English, being English, I like to see English drivers do well. Yeah, of course I do. But I was also I was a big fan of Michael Schumacher back in the day, watching him when he was a brilliant driver. Even when he was for a Ferrari, it didn't bother me. I still like to see him. He was a great driver. I always admired him. Doesn't matter when he was with Benetton, Ferrari. I don't care about, honestly, the team. Lewis Hamilton's with a German team, so why would I give a fuck about the team? It doesn't matter about the team. Okay, it'd be nice if it was a McLaren. Yeah, of course it's an English team, but I wouldn't be a proper fanboy like these Ferrari idiots. Fucking hell, they just go over the top. Look how much they cried when Hamilton won in Monza. God, didn't they boo him? Oh, it went Ferrari. Fucking get over it. Max Verstappen's a fantastic driver. He would definitely be a world champion, a multi-world champion. He's a brilliant driver, very young. His talents there are apparent. Yeah, definitely. I do admire him as a driver. I think he's brilliant. He's learned quite a lot. Verstappen's got a big career in front of him. He's only 20. He's probably got, he's probably got about 20 years in him. I've seen drivers in their 40s still drive. It's pretty rarely, but Schumacher came back. Okay, it wasn't as good. He lost it all when he came back, but he was brilliant in his day. Absolutely brilliant. Vettel, yeah, I know he can be a little spoiled little brat, but I admired him. I thought he was a good driver when he was with Red Bull. And this is something else that annoys me about fucking Ferrari. When Vettel was driving for Red Bull, they hated him because he kept on winning. Ferrari fucking hated him. All the fanboys, oh, Vettel wins, Ferrari, yeah. Oh, when he come to Ferrari though, it was a different story. They treated him like a god. Oh yeah, oh Vettel, yes, welcome. Fucking fanboys. Fucking Ferrari. You know, I don't, you know, to me it's not, yes, I like to see the British teams do well, but I'm not overly, you know, I do not really care, you know, about the team. As long as it's a good team, you know, I like to see a race, you know, I don't really like seeing a car driving off into the sunset, you know, about a mile out in front. It gets boring. I want to see a motor race when, you know, cars are fighting each other. You know, obviously I would like to see the English driver win, but if we don't, I'm not going to cry over it. You know, I'm not going to, oh, it's ruined my day now, Lewis Hamilton's not won the race. Oh, to me, when last year, oh, all these Nico Rosberg fucking fanboys, you know, yeah, it was all cheering, but you know, it was all fucking nasty. You're just fucking nasty bars and so. You know, they just don't like Lewis Hamilton. They just don't like him because he's a great driver. You know, what he does in his personal life, that's up to him. It's none of our business. You know, I don't. You know, I don't like all this bling and fucking all this nose piercing he's got. I've had a go at, you know, I've said that on a previous video. I just think that just looks stupid. But what he does in his private life, that's up to him. You know, because Nico Rosberg's a family man. Oh, he's got a kid. Oh, he's got a kid when Lewis Hamilton's just driving about partying. So what? It's not hurting no one, is he? It's like that with any driver. If it's up to them, it's up to the person if they want to fucking settle down or not. You know, it's not up to the public to decide their fucking personal life, private life. You know, I watch him as a driver. You know, I admired him as a driver. I admired Schumacher as a driver. A lot of drivers, you know, didn't mind Rosberg. I thought he was a bit of a twat. You know, something about German drivers. I don't want to sound this nasty. Something about German drivers. They like driving in the side of other drivers. I mean, 3 times now Vettel has done that. He drove into Lewis Hamilton for no fucking reason because he thought Hamilton brake tested him back in Baku. No, he didn't. So, driving the side of him. Schumacher and Damon Hill. Schumacher, you know, Hill's going for a pass. What did Schumacher do? Yes, I do admire him as a driver, but you know, I think all drivers are have a little bit of a cheating habit. Same with Ayrton Senna. I mean, he's got a few things up his sleeve, but I still admired Senna as a driver. He was a fucking terrific driver. Prost was a good driver. I know he did a dirty in 1989 Japanese Grand Prix. He might have turned in early and Senna was coming up the inside. You know, I think Senna could have got him there, but I think Prost did turn in on him. So everyone's got a trick up their sleeves, you know, every driver. But it just seems like the German drivers, like we've seen with Schumacher, doing it with Damon Hill, Jack Villeneuve for the 97 world title, went like that on him. Rosberg's done it. He's done it to Hamilton a couple of times. I think it was last year. Just driving into the side of him, you know, and done it, you know, oh, my brakes are going. Bullshit, you could have, if your brakes are going, stop driving fucking fast then. You know, I mean, I'm having a go at German, you know, because you know, German drivers are great drivers. You know, I've admired Schumacher. I even say I admired Vettel when he was with Red Bull. I think he was a brilliant driver. I think he still is a brilliant driver, but he's just making stupid mistakes. You know, he's just making a few stupid mistakes. It's costing him the championship. You know, he's only got himself to blame. But no, they all want to blame someone else. Oh, it's Lewis Hamilton's fault. Oh, you know, because he's doing well. Oh, because he's Sebastian Vettel had a couple of crashes. Well, it's his fault. Stop blaming everybody else. Admit to your own faults. And Ferrari are too, you know, they ain't going to blame Vettel, are they? Of course they ain't. They're going to blame their own drivers. No, they're quick to blame everyone else. And when they win the race, oh, amazing, he's taking points off Hamilton. Nah. So I don't like Ferrari fanboys. They're just a bit mental, I think. I think that's what gives the Ferrari that reputation, you know, too many fanboys, and, you know, they love the team, you know, it doesn't matter who drives from them, they're treated as God. Who was the last English? I wonder if Hamilton, did I just mention it, if Hamilton went to, if he ever went to Ferrari, he won't, would they treat him like God? They probably would. Oh, Lewis Hamilton, yeah, he's God. Yeah, we was just slating him when he was driving for Mercedes. Same he was with Vettel when he was driving for Red Bull. And, you know, who was the last English driver to drive for Ferrari? Was it Nigel Mansell back in 1990? I know Eddie Irvine's drove. I know he's British, class is British, but he's Irish. But the last English driver to drive for Ferrari, I think it was Nigel Mansell. Someone can correct me on that. Yeah, so what do you think? If you're a Ferrari, well, if you're into Formula 1, you're a Ferrari fanboy, what is your take? You're gonna disagree with what I say. Of course you are. It's only natural. I just love winding those fuckers up. I really love winding those Ferrari fanboys up in the Facebook groups. I really love it. Really love it. Love winding those fuckers up. They take it so literally. Not realise that I'm winding them up. Well, I do sort of mean it. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.